Spoiler warning, MCU fans, but we must discuss WandaVision Episode 1 and Episode 2, the craziness that was revealed, and all the little things that you likely missed that explain some of the insanity that is on the way. What's up, everybody? It's Josh. Welcome back to the channel. Smash that like button. And I do want to let everybody know that a big part of what we are doing with the Den of Nerds in 2021 is happening over on our live streaming channel. And we did do a big live stream after the episode. And we're going to be doing those each week at around 4:30 a.m. in the morning. We go live and we talk about the WandaVision episodes. Now, the way the series begins is insane. They jump right into it. You are right in that world, literally in the sort of Dick Van Dyke black and white show. And what's interesting is we learn right away that Wanda and Vision do not have their full memories. They do not know where they actually came from or what is exactly going on. As best we can tell, this is some kind of an alternate reality cooked up by Wanda, and it looks to be taking place through the lensing of old sitcom television shows. We see the couple try to figure out why there is a heart on the calendar for the day that they have sort of a comedic back and forth that reveals they both don't know what's going on and are hiding the fact that they don't understand what's going on. Vision then leaves to go to work, in which he just does a bunch of computations, which is really interesting and potentially leads to something wild. And all the while, Wanda stays home and meets her new neighbor, Agnes, who comes over and helps to try to acclimate Wanda to the neighborhood and begins to plant the seeds of her having children with Vision. I mean, literally one of the first things she says to Wanda is, "Why are you in this big house all alone?" In fact, one of the things that pops out the most from the episode is the focus on the children. And even though we don't see much of the children, we do see the baby bump at the end. It is really happening, as Wanda says. But Agnes puts the seed in Wanda's head for having the children. And then later on, we see that the town is almost obsessed with children, repeating over and over again in almost a cult-like way for the children. Now, we think this is referring to the children that Vision and Wanda are going to have together, and this would be Wiccan and Speed. Now, this is from the comic books, but also from some promotional material and other spoilers. We know that Wiccan and Speed are not only going to be introduced in the show, but they will be aged up. They will likely go into the MCU after this show in shows like The Young Avengers, and potentially even in big crossover movies like Doctor Strange 2 Into the Multiverse of Madness. But for whatever reason, the creation of the children seems to be very important for whatever forces are at play in creating this reality. Now, I think right off the bat, we can assume that Agnes is villainous, okay? She definitely seems to know more than a lot of the other characters, and she seems to be manipulating Wanda, right? She distracts her when she finds out about the helicopter. She comes in and plants the seeds, again, of her having the children with Vision. She's there to help them out with the meal, and then she takes Wanda to meet some of the other people in town, including Dottie, who I also believe could be a witch. And just in general, Agnes really seems to be one of the big manipulative pieces here. However, I believe we actually get two separate hints in these first two episodes that can tease out the possible big bads for the show. We get a Grim Reaper tease in the animated intro to episode 2, and the Grim Reaper is an actual character in Marvel Comics. And then we obviously get Mephisto teased all over with different kind of imagery, and then most obviously when Agnes says that the devil is not just in the details. That's not the only place that he is at. And I think because of the nature of this reality that Wanda is in, and the fact that the children seem to be such a big part of this, we can assume that either the Grim Reaper or Mephisto, or a combination of both characters, desires these children to exist. They seem to be using Wanda and her absolutely insane chaos magic, which is also hinted at in the show, to create the children. Who knows why? but that seems to be the whole reason they're doing this. Now, a couple other important things to point out for the show is this whole radio call where there is somebody calling in, trying to contact Wanda, asking who is doing this to Wanda, again, implying that somebody is manipulating her. And a lot of people think that voice belongs to Jimmy Woo and that he is going to be playing a sword agent and the same character that he is in Ant-Man. And actually, apparently, this is more or less confirmed to be the voice of Jimmy Woo, and this comes from some Japanese translated subtitles. And then, of course, the biggest shocker of the episode is when the beekeeper, whoever this beekeeper character is, comes out of the sewer and scares Wanda and Vision, and Wanda literally just says no, and it felt very similar to that no more mutants thing from the comic, and she resets, removing the part of the episode where the beekeeper emerges and goes back to a totally separate part of the episode. And it feels like there's maybe some time travel or reality warping going on there. And we're beginning to get this feeling with Wanda where it's like, how much does she actually know about what is happening, and how much is she in control? We see her potentially hurt several people throughout the episode. She may have caused the guy to choke during the first dinner, and it did seem like the character of the wife of the boss was actually asking Wanda to stop choking her husband. Eventually, that's the way I read that scene, that she was actually begging Wanda to stop, and then Wanda, interestingly, has Vision save the man's life. And then later on, when she meets Dottie, she exclaims to Dottie that she is not here to hurt anyone. Dottie says she doesn't believe her. And then after the radio, Dottie breaks the glass and we see the red blood juxtaposed against that black and white. It's just funny because she said she didn't want to hurt anybody, and she literally hurts Dottie in that scene. So my personal guess is that the beekeeper is Mephisto, that he wants Wanda to create the children, to perform some kind of ritual, or to allow him to cross over from whatever plane he is at. I think this all might have to do with the Infinity Stones being destroyed in the main MCU timeline. But I will admit a lot of that is heavy speculation. It's very early in the morning when I'm making this video. My brain might not be working totally properly, case in point with the word fumble there. But let us know what you think about some of these things we brought up, and let us know your theories about WandaVision in the comment section below. I liked these first two episodes quite a bit. I think this is a fascinating start, and I think there's a lot of intrigue, and I can't wait to see how the different episodes continue to tease out these things. And then the big rumor is that the back half of this season is going to be full on MCU, crazy with the action and a lot of magic. So I'm excited for that as well. So let us know your thoughts. And as I always say, I hope you're having an awesome and a nerdy day, and I'll see you in the next video.